All right, today we're talking about the difference between relative and absolute cell references. Now, you might have heard those terms before, or you might not have when using Excel. And what I have found to be the easiest way to explain the difference is to just go over some examples of how it works and what it is. So here we have some examples that we're going to go through relative cell references, and then some examples for absolute cell references, and then at the end I'll kind of combine them and show you how you can do mixed references between relative and absolute in the same formula. So relative cell references typically change when you copy them or move them over, while absolute cell references do not change. They're more fixed. Let me show you what I mean by that. If we were to do a simple calculation, we were to take the quantity here times the price here and hit enter to get our total, and we click this cell and drag it all the way down across all the other cells, we'll see that this formula copied all the way down for each row, as we can see here. Now, that's a relative cell reference, where the reference I have, if I drag it down or drag it across, it's going to change along with the cells. Now over here, let's demonstrate what an absolute cell reference is. If I take the quantity, kind of doing the same thing, and times it by the price, because it looks like the price is the same for all of these depending on the quantity. If I hit enter and I click and drag this down, we're going to see that it didn't carry correctly. So we'll see that 2 times 0 is 0, 3 times 0. It's only using the 199 for the quantity of 1. So what we can do is if we select the G3, which is the price that we want to remain the same, if we hit FN F4 or put a $ in front of G and a $ in front of 3 for the row and column, that will lock that cell in place. So when we drag this down, it's going to copy that 199 and then it will just follow this formula down, as you can see here. So that's an absolute cell reference. It's basically just locking that cell in place. Now here we kind of have a mix. We have a relative cell reference and a absolute cell reference, but we're going to take it one step further over in this example here. So here we just kind of have like a sort of pricing matrix for maybe a product or service that we render. Here we have the different types, the standard, premium, deluxe versions, and then the price of each of those. So this is relating to the discount, and we want to know what a 10% discount and a 20% discount is, how much money that is for each of these pricing tiers. So if we were to take 100 times 10 and just leave those as relative cell references, that first one is going to calculate properly, but when we drag that down, we'll see that that gets all out of whack because it's taking 200 times 10. If we drag it over, we'll see that it's taking the 10 times the 20%, but we want to take the 100 times the 20%. So what we can do here is we can actually go to cell K3, and if we hit FN F4 3 times, we'll notice that the $ will only remain in front of the K, but it will leave the 3, which means that this will lock the column in place, but not the row. And so if we were to drag this across, we can see that the column or the K stayed in the same spot. And so if we were to drag this down, we can see that it didn't work properly how we wanted, because this K cell is in the right spot because we locked the column, but this L is not in the correct space. So if we go back up here, we hit FN F4 twice to lock the row number, and we drag this down, we can see that that is accurate, because it is locking this row in place, so when we drag it down, the row won't change, but when we drag it across, it will change, because it's locked to that row, but won't change to a different column. And we actually don't need to go through this. So that's kind of the difference between relative, absolute, and mixed cell references. So just keep in mind that the $ is going to lock that row, column, or cell in place for when you're dragging or copying down a formula. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe or smash the like button and leave a comment if you have any questions. Thank you so much and just have such a great rest of your day.